Hello everyone, welcome to another Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnoughts, and today we have a extremely famous ship. One that is as famous in terms of paper as the H-44 design, or any of the H classes in that matter, and that is the Japanese A-150. This is a ship that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been requesting. A lot of people were thinking, oh, when will he ever get to the A-150? And, well, now's the time. And the funny thing is, I believe I've already built this ship. And I think because of that, we do not have to custom battle this video. We have Naval Academy. No. Which one is this? No, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, so our goal, design big boat that has lots of advanced stuff and we destroy a whole fleet. Something that the Japanese would love to do. And, well, don't pay attention to this. I guess I'll go over all these designs real quick. So, we have the famous Montana design. I took liberty and did different stuff to her armament and everything, but this is pretty much as close as I could get to the Montana as I, could at the time. The reason why she's red all across is because, the game changed. We got St. Louis, or St. Louis. She is, overweight, number one. And I think this was supposed to be like a super Richelieu Dunkirk class, pretty much. All these ships were designed when the quad gun turrets and 20-inch guns came out. Yuri, or whatever this is. This is actually a special design made by somebody who is a big alternate history buff and said, hey, what if Japan built this super long, superly heavily armed Yamato? And originally, I thought about building it, but then I said, well, it's not a real ship, and there's no real historical evidence of it, but I'll leave a link in the description of this design in the description. Then we have the A-150, which is as good as day. Then we got the Hindenburg, which is basically an H-40 class, because she has 16-inch guns. Louisiana, which is like the Georgia, I think, but Louisiana would have been part of the Montana class. Then we have California, which is from a World of Warships design, and it's the Florida in World of Warships. And then we have the Friedrich Barbarossa, which I made from looking at the concept design on the Kaiserreich loading screen of a German Kriegsmarine ship. So, they're not the stars of the show. This one is the A-150. So, because we don't have to build it, I don't have to show you sped up footage of it. So, the A-150, also known as the Super Yamato, was two ships supposed to be built by the Japanese or the Imperial Japanese Navy after the 4 Yamato class ships were built and launched. These ships, though, never saw the light of day because, the aircraft carrier came along, and the Japanese learned that the aircraft carrier was really, really good at its job and better than battleships, because after Midway they lost, it was quite a decent win by us and quite a defeat by the Japanese, or for the Japanese. But when that happened, the Japanese converted one of the Yamato-class ships into an aircraft carrier because they needed it, and so because 4 Yamato ships were never built, neither of the 2 A-150s were ever built either. But this ship in design was supposed to be part of Japan's one big battle, one big win design, and that, what is it, Kinkanzen or something like that? But this was part of, the Yamato style of winning against their enemies. And that was build a big ship with tons of armor, tons of armament, and fight the enemy one-on-one and just win. And, the Musashi didn't do such a good fight. The Yamato, nah. But this design is most famous for the 20-inch guns. So, though, could Japan build 20-inch guns? I don't know. They probably could. But, the specs for this ship is not, you know, true to what the real life specs would have been because, well, I did not have enough deck space whenever I made this ship way back then. But I have done a few changes in that I made it a little bit more realistic. So, this ship would have weighed about 70 to 71,000 tons. We're at 85. 862 feet long, 127 feet wide. Propulsion? No, nobody knows. So I just said 25 knots because she's heavy. 3 twin 20-inch guns. If you want to be precise, 20.1. But we're going to say 20. And for secondaries, mini 3.9 millimeter, 3.9 inch dual-purpose guns. Well, yeah, I didn't care. Instead, I just put a bunch of 5-inch guns everywhere and just called it a day. There's no 4-inch guns anywhere. Armor, they say possibly for the belt was 18 inches. I just went crazy. I just kept that belt idea and just, well, made everything else in the armor crazy. And because we're not running with a fleet, we don't have a radio. So yeah, this is an A-150. Yep, I built it, and she is... Well, she looks good, I'll admit that. The Japanese do know a thing or two about making superstructures and, well, definitely, you know, a hull. But I prefer the British superstructures, that tall castle-style design. I like that. But still, the Japanese do know how to make a ship. But, enough talking. Let's see how she does in the game. Alright, so, this is weird. Despite us being a Japanese ship flying Japanese flags, we're the United States, and our enemy is the Italians. So, alternate universe. Japan surrendered, and, the U.S. took over the Navy, and now they have this super battleship, and the Italians... I don't know, we sent them off to the Mediterranean through the Suez, and now we're blowing up the Italians in the Mediterranean with a A-150 design. This is weird. Alright, let's get into battle. So, this is our big, well, she's about 85,000 tons, but, yep. So, southeast. Speed it up. Our guns are now firing away. Oh, good God. Them things are pointing to the moon. What are we... How far are they? Kilometer... 28 kilometers away. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I grew up in the land of freedom, quote unquote, and we don't use kilometers. We use miles. We don't use kilometers an hour. We use miles per hamburger. I'm sorry. Jesus. You better be aiming at a big ship. That looks like a cruiser. We're getting close, but I mean... let's aim at them battleships. They're the ones, they're the real targets. We need to sink 70% of the enemy. So yeah, them battleships make up a decent portion. So do the destroyers, but we can't get too close to them until they fire their torpedoes. In which, yeah, if they fire their torpedoes and we get really close to them, we can't really evade that easily. We're not that fast, and I don't think the rudders are... You know, the rudder on this ship is the best. Alright, now they're firing back. Okay, that's not very cash money of you doing that, penetrating the mid-deck. What is that? 16-inch guns. They got some heat. No, 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 no. Okay. Big guns fire at that thing. Big guns fire at that thing. Small guns fire there. Alright, get to it, boys. These 6-inch guns got decent range. Haven't really hit anything yet. That battleship's pretty quick. Oh, that 6-inch gun did some damage. The 20-inch hasn't hit anything yet. 6-inch guns are, you know, doing work. Six-inch gun hit that destroyer again. They're really locked on there. They got a 3.5% firing solution. There's more 6-inch gun barrels than there are 20-inch guns, so there goes one destroyer. Oh, we got one. There we go. 20-inch gun finally got him. How much damage did it do? Ooh. Set half the ship on fire, or half the top deck. Gotta watch these destroyers, because I don't know what size their torpedoes are. Ooh. Good hit. Jeez. Oh, her superstructure is gone. We'll fire that second battleship that's in line. How's the secondary's doing? Falco. Five-inch guns are also starting to open up, which means they're getting close to torpedo range. Turn a little bit. 6-inch guns got him. Alright, we're doing decent. Taking a while. Then again, we're trying to use these 20-inch guns to their advantage. Fired almost 100 rounds. These 20-inch guns, if they ever were built, these barrels, they would have only been good for 374 rounds until replacing, I think it said. But well, we're about to give we're about to put these barrels through a lot. Great, now we're starting to be able to... Oh, she's half flooded. Why is she even afloat? Yeah, we're getting some good hits. Secondary is already targeting the second destroyer. Ooh. Doing a number on their dreadnoughts. Hit the stern of that destroyer, so the stern's flooded. She's taking more damage. They're fighting that water. There's one. We destroyed torpedoes, and there goes a destroyer. So, yep, we destroyed one destroyer line, or line of destroyers. Probably their scout force, but there's no need to scout since we can see them already. So we've done a number on that battleship, so just in case those destroyers decide to get close. Yeah, them destroyers are getting close. Yeah, the secondaries are doing their job. I usually never get in range for secondaries, but I guess because this is a very large tower, that the gunnery is very good, because since it's a taller, more advanced tower, we can actually hit things. Still need to keep out for those. How come their 5-inch guns can? Oh, our 5-inch guns are opening up. 20-inch guns are knocking the hell out of that battleship. Or dreadnought, or, well, it has a dreadnought hull but has battleship guns. Or, well, I mean, it's a very large capital ship. It has casemates, it has 16-inch guns. Alright, there goes one. Oh, I didn't see the torpedoes. I wasn't paying attention. I was on my phone for just a little bit, just checking the time. And it's 1:26. We can take torpedoes because, I mean, we're pretty much a Yamato hull. The Andreadora. Aren't you a battleship? That's a battleship name. Whatever. Focus all guns on the battleship. We pretty much destroyed all their destroyers. Where's the one destroyer then? Because it's not showing me it. I guess it's at the bottom of the sea. Please, just for the love of God, sink the battleship. Better hit. There we go. Good hit. Oh, she is listing and she is on fire. Alright, there she goes. Now, all guns focus on the big boys. Didn't hit him. Pushed her rudder, so she should be a decent target, but they also damaged our rudder. But how much? Go full lot. Oh, we can't do a full turn. Okay. Alright, we're doing a decent job on that battleship. There's tons of cruisers all of a sudden. Oh, she's sinking. No point in that salvo. Yeah. Secondaries focus on the angry Adora. We'll sink the Eco? Italian word. Splashes everywhere. Craters everywhere. Oh, except for around here. Jeez. We're listing a little bit, but I mean, it's nothing major. We're still afloat, we're still sailing. There we go. There we go. Good hits. We may be just tinging them, but I mean, our guns are doing a good amount of, you know, hurting them. Damaged one of our main guns. She's hurting. She's on fire, or she was. She was an Inferno just then. Please go up in a flash fire. Ooh. Alright. Blow the hell out of them. Send them to the bottom, boys. Load them 20-inch guns. I want that heavy cruiser gone. There we go. Nope. Nice. Really putting holes in her. She's slow now. Where's her armor? 7 inches?
Are you blind? He was out by 2 steps.
Hey, man, get on my face,
You
man.
haven't made the right call since this game
about your wife,
started.
man. Don't
This
damn
isn't
old
about my
you
wife.
Like, don't ride, man.
Hey,
Don't
I'll
take it out
kick
on
your
the dang
ass,
old
I
fire,
tell
man.
you
Don't
what.
That's why they're sending these two after us, because they wasted all their ammo. I mean, we wasted all of our ammo for our guns, but I mean, not for our main guns. Ooh. Ooh. Imperial Naval Gunnery. God tier. Single shot. Wow. The A-150, everyone. Round of applause for her. Because that was some good shooting. Everything was great until we got torpedoed, but other than that, yeah, great ship. So, you know, on paper, she seems pretty good. I know that the specs that I had were not entirely, you know, right, but I mean, I tried my best whenever I designed that ship way back then, about little less than a year ago, but still, wow. So, yeah, if y'all like this video, go ahead, like and subscribe, and, you know, if y'all want to see more of this, you know, there's a playlist called UAD, or just go on the channel and just watch all the videos that I have uploaded, and if you like those, please subscribe. So, yeah, thank you all, and have a great day.